Irish Archbishop denounces comedy sketch accusing God of RAPE, okay, or R for short. Again, we're using coded language because of YouTube. Irish Catholic primate bishop Eamon Martin has called for a local on-demand television service, RTE player, to remove an outrageous clip broadcast during a New Year's Eve countdown show. The 23-second clip was a comedic skit that parodied cable news coverage. And it said the following, quote, "In yet another shocking revelation this year, God became the latest figure to be implicated in ongoing sexual harassment scandals. The 5 billion-year-old stood accused of forcing himself on a young Middle Eastern migrant and allegedly impregnating her against her will before being sentenced to 2 years in prison, with the last 24 months suspended." End quote. So that was the skit. Archbishop Martin took to Twitter to express his views and stated, quote, "To broadcast such a deeply offensive and blasphemous clip about God and our blessed Mother Mary during the Christmas season, quote, on program and on the eve of the solemn feast of Mary, Mother of God, is insulting to all Catholics and Christians," end quote. He also expressed shock at the insensitivity of the directors and producers involved in creating the skit.
Boo-hoo.
So I think this was really funny because they're taking a shot at Rivka's playing a silent violin. So if you guys are like paying close attention to this, so they're saying they're basically taking a shot, one at God, and then they're also taking a shot at light sentencing in Ireland, because they're saying, you know, for this crime that this guy committed on a young Middle Eastern migrant, impregnating her against her will, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison with the last 24 months suspended. So that means he got off with 0 total. And this was followed by a sketch and commentary on Harvey Weinstein. So they're comparing God to Harvey Weinstein. And I thought this was hilarious. And then the Irish Times reached out to the producers for comment, and they're like, you're not commenting, like, we don't care. Oh, Dolly is saying that Rivka's cute. Mm-hmm. Oh, you love to see it. Yeah, I thought that this was hilarious. Like, the news coverage was really funny.
And actually, that sketch is an old joke that I used to tell about God wanting to go on vacation, and that's the punchline. He can't go anywhere after they suggest Earth. He can't go there because 2,000 years ago, he got some Jewish chick, and they're still blaming him for it. So it's kind of funny that's like this. I truncated the joke, but also the fact that he's saying it's blasphemy. Well, to you, maybe you don't like jokes about God and Mary. Well, then turn it off and just say, I don't like that joke. No, and then move on.
No, Rivka, it's so funny because they make the same joke in the sketch. So while the newscaster, this parody of a newscaster, is reading what I just stated, as the report was read, footage was shown of a bearded older man in a white robe wearing glasses being escorted by police outside of Waterford Courthouse to a police van and protesting, "That was 2,000 years ago."
You're muted.
I'm just saying it's my joke. Like that's a standard joke. And also, I mean, sorry, but like, whatever. But I just think it's funny that they use that joke.
Yeah. So this news skit item was followed by a mock report on the U.S. film producer Harvey Weinstein, sentenced to last year to 23 years in prison for R and other sexual offenses, who it claimed, requested a retrial in Ireland. So they're making the joke that, they take it so lightly in Ireland, or that people who commit those types of crimes aren't held accountable as severely as they should be, to the extent that even Harvey Weinstein is like, oh, I should try to get a retrial there because I'll probably get off. So I thought that this was like one, hilarious, blasphemous, pissing off Catholics, love it, and also some very good cultural commentary.
I can't wait for us to get to a time where you make jokes about Islam and Hinduism, and the jihadis and the Hindutva can do nothing but what this guy is doing. Come and cry about it. Like that there
On
is
Twitter.
no, your accounts are not going to get lost. People are not going to go to jail. People are not going to go to prison. A mob is not going to show up at your door. You just have like this guru or this guy showing up on TV. I'll be like, this is so offensive. Why? Look at what the world. Like, and we just have an article and we laugh about him. That is like so butthurt. Like,
Yes, the best thing that
So
he
they're
can
just
do.
limited to a press release. Is impotent.
yes,
Or so that's the level of butthurt they can achieve.
The best he can do is demand that they take it off the on-demand service, and like that's it.
And also subscribe to our newsletter, because if we get removed from all these platforms, at least we could reach out to you. And guys, by the way, if you subscribe to our newsletter, you get a free copy. Where's your copy, Susanna? Get it. We're doing promotion. You get a free. It's not even promotion. It's free. Okay, so if you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description, you get a free copy of Why There's No God. Come on, like I'm handing it out for free. Okay, it's a bestseller on Amazon, and you get it for free. So subscribe to our newsletter, and you get a free copy of Why There's No God sent to you. Link in the description.